Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about the topic of that why the Supreme Court of India has put a stay or has put on hold the centers or the government's fact check unit for now. Now, what is a fact check unit and why the Supreme Court has put on hold or why the Supreme Court has put a stay on the fact check unit? Now, fact check unit, this term basically we see in news with regard to the information, the misinformation, the fake news that we see on specifically on the social media sites. As on social media there is no scrutiny on the content that is being shared with other people, and most of the times we see that with regard to the information that is being shared on the social media, majority of the times the information which is shared at a very faster rate or at a very faster pace is the misinformation or the fake news, and many a times the repercussion of this fake news or misinformation is very high. So let us first understand the timeline. First we'll be looking at the news, then why and what is the petition that is being filed with regard to the fact check unit, and then what are the amended rules under which the fact check unit came into the existence and what the Supreme Court has said, and then what is staying of a law or can a stay be put on the law or not, and in the end a prelims practice question. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is polity section. So before starting, on the occasion of Holi, Drishti IAS has come up with a 40% discount on the IAS GS foundation course live online for both prelims and mains in both English and Hindi medium. The offer is valid from 21st to 24th of March, and the EMI facility is also available at the discounted price. So you can download the Drishti Learning app or click on the link which is given in the description box, or you can also call on the number. So celebrate Holi with Drishti. The news talks about why Supreme Court has stayed government's fact check unit for now. As the Supreme Court has put a stay, it means that it has been put on hold. So what is it? The Supreme Court has put a stay on the operation of the amended IT rules. IT rules is the information technology rules. So the Supreme Court has put a stay on the operation of the amended IT rules, which has empowered the government to identify fake news on social media platforms through a fact check unit. Social media platforms like Facebook, WhatsApp, the information that is being shared. So a fact check, it means that a unit which was set up to check whether the information that is being transferred or that is being shared with the other people is right or not, or whether the facts given in the information is right or not, and if the facts are not right, then that information will be put down. So under the amended IT rules, the government to identify the fake news set up the fact check unit, and the Union Electronics and IT Ministry has notified the FCU in March. FCU is the fact check unit in March 2023, and it was as a statutory body under the Press Information Bureau. So under the Press Information Bureau, that is the PIB, the FCU was notified as a statutory body, as a statute. So the status has been given to it is of the statutory body, and it powers to flag what is it believes is false information related to the central government and its agencies on social media sites. So the FCU, that is the fact check unit, it has been given the power to take information or to put up the information which is false in nature and is related to the central government and its agencies on the social media sites. It means that the information which is related to central government or its agencies and is on the social media site, any false information with regard to it needs to be checked. Now, what are the amended rules? So the amendment to the IT, that is the Information Technology Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Media Ethics Code Rules 2021, it did two things. So under this IT amendment 2021, two things was put into place, and these two things are, first one being that it was brought in a legal framework for the online gaming ecosystem. So for the online gaming ecosystem, a legal framework was put up. And then second one being the major one, and that is it introduced a legal mechanism for the government to fact check online content pertaining to government business. Now this is what the main word is, that the legal mechanism, it means it has a legal backing, as it was being notified as the statutory body for the government to fact check. It means that the misinformation or the false information can be checked online content pertaining to the government business. It means that with regard to the government and its business and its agencies, so the government business will be the main focus. Then the rules made it obligatory on intermediaries to not to publish, share or host fake, false or misleading information in respect of any business of the central government. So if there is any information with regard to the central government and its business, so it needs to be put into place. If it is false, that who has published it, shared it, or who is spreading it. So the intermediaries also needs to be very well checked upon, and the intermediaries also needs to be alert. Then one of the biggest concern that was raised was that the fact check unit will make the government the sole arbitrator of truth. This was the biggest concern which was raised with regard to the fact check unit, that if the fact check unit will look into the things with regard to the government business and what has been said with regard to the government or the central government and its business and whatever it is doing, then the central government will become the sole arbitrator of truth. It means that it will be decided by the central government, or it will be decided by the government, that whatever is being going out to the people in open or in public will be what the central government or what the government will ask them to do. Otherwise, whatever they will not like, that thing will not go into the public domain. So this became one of the major concern, that the government will become the sole arbitrator of the truth, that it is the government which will decide that what needs to go in front of people and what not. Then what the petition is saying, which has been filed in the Supreme Court. So the petition which has been filed by many different organizations and people, it has challenged Rule 3 of the IT Rules 2021 and is also saying that it is violative of Article 14, that is the right to equality, Article 19, right to freedom of speech and expression, and Article 21 of the Indian Constitution, which talks about the right to life. So it is saying that this FCU, that is the fact check unit, is being violative of Article 14, 19 and Article 21, and also the Rule 3 of the IT Rules 2021 and Section 79 and the Information Technology Act 2000. And then amendment to Rule 3 of the IT Rule 2021 essentially expanded the general term fake news to include fake news involving government business. So with the amendment to the Rule 3 of the IT Act 2021, the term fake news, the term got expanded and the government business aspect was included into it. Earlier the aspect of government business was not there, it was included after the amendment. Then it can have a chilling effect upon the freedom of speech and expression, because if anyone would be saying anything against the business of the government or against the government, then with regard to the FCU, the fact check unit, that thing can be put down. So the Article 19 was at stake, and Article 19 is a fundamental right of the people. and Section 69 of the Information Technology Act empowers the government to issue directions to block public access to any information through any computer resources. So Section 69 of the IT Act is already giving the power to the government to issue directions to block public access to any information through any computer resource. So when Section 69 under the IT Act, already the government has this power, and with the fact check unit this will be a big problem. So the fact check unit has been put on stay as of now. Now, first of all, when the matter of the fact check unit was in the High Court, what happened was that on 31st of January, the division bench delivered a split verdict, as there were two judges, one was in favor and one was against with regard to the fact check unit. So Justice Patel said that the state cannot coercively classify speech as true or false and compel the non-publication of the latter. That is nothing but censorship. So with regard to the fact check unit, when the split verdict was given, so there were two judges and one judge voted in favor and the other in against of it. So Justice Patel actually gave this statement, and then as it was a split verdict, so the case was heard afresh by a third judge, and the third judge was appointed to look into the case so that a conclusion can be reached. So the third judge was Justice Chandurkar, had to decide if the rules were to stay or not. So the rules with regard to the fact check unit, that whether the fact check unit is fine or not, or it should work or not, the stay should be there or not, when the matter was in the High Court. So then the third justice came and he had to decide. And after central government told the court that rules were yet to be notified in the official gazette, so till then the rules were not officially notified in the official gazette. So Justice Chandurkar refused to grant an interim stay on the amended rules. So because the third judge did not give his verdict, he refused to grant an interim stay. So he refused to grant an interim stay because till then the rules were not notified in the official gazette. So as the third judge has not given his verdict till now, so the petitions reached the Supreme Court, and what the Supreme Court has said is a bench headed by Chief Justice of India has stayed. It has stayed the amended rules until the Bombay High Court reaches a final conclusion. So what the Supreme Court has said, that till the High Court, that is because it was a split verdict and the third judge has not given his verdict till now, till the time the final conclusion do not come from the High Court, the stay has been put on the fact check unit of the government. So the Supreme Court has put a stay till the time final conclusion do not come from the High Court. So this is the matter, that as of now the stay has been put by the Supreme Court, but the matter is still in the High Court because it was a split verdict. The third judge came in, and now the third judge, when the third judge will give his verdict, then the verdict would be seen and then the final conclusion will be reached. And till the time the final conclusion is not reached, the stay will be there on the fact check unit of the government. Now, staying of a law, that whether the Supreme Court can put the stay on a law or not. So the law made by the Parliament carries the presumption of constitutionality while it is subject to judicial review. So this question came that can Supreme Court put a stay on a law or not? So usually the court is not in favor of putting a stay on the law before they can rule on its constitutionality. So they look into the constitutional aspect and they shy away from putting stay on any kind of law. But there are two critical aspects, one being rules in question are not acts of legislation. So if the rules which are in question, if they are not act of legislation, it means that the parliament has not made it any, the delegated legislation has been done, then it comes into the aspect. And then in the second is that when Supreme Court, when the interim stay can be granted only on an explicit finding of unconstitutionality. So Supreme Court can put a stay on the law if unconstitutionality is found. So if unconstitutionality of the law is found, then Supreme Court can put a stay on it. And if the rules in question are not acts of legislation, then also the Supreme Court can put a stay on the law. And as of now, if the Supreme Court has put the stay on the law with regard to the explicit finding of the unconstitutionality, as the Chief Justice of India has said that the Justice Patel's detailed 148-page ruling. So the split verdict which was given in the High Court, one of the judge has given a 148-page detailed ruling, which although part of a split verdict is an explicit finding of unconstitutionality. So the Justice Patel's detailed 148-page ruling has been taken as an explicit finding of unconstitutionality. So on this base, the interim order, the interim stay can be put on the law. So this is the reason that as of now in this case why the stay has been put by the Supreme Court. Now in the end, a prelims practice question, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. It is a PYQ and it talks about democracy's superior virtue lies in the fact that it calls into activity A, the intelligence and character of ordinary men and women, B, the methods for strengthening executive leadership, C, a superior individual with dynamism and vision, and D, a band of dedicated party workers. As it is a PYQ, I hope you people must have solved it by now. So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.